Planning a holiday party doesn't have to cost a lot. Plan an amazing party with really cheap, easy DIY decor. The first project is these paper cone trees. You'll need some poster board, and you'll just take a string, draw a curve on it with a pen, and then cut out the cones or cut out the curved shapes. Then you'll roll them up and secure them in place with some packing tape. You don't need any fancy tape. Now, to make the spray paint stick to the packing tape, you need to first hit it with some white primer, let that dry, and then spray paint the cones the different colors that you want. Add a little bit more interest by adding some spray adhesive and sprinkling on glitter to give it some shine. Let those dry and they're ready to decorate the table. Next, we're going to make a cheap party backdrop using wrapping paper. This one is super fun because you can use the wrapping paper that you already have. Now, depending on how big you want your pinwheels to be, you're going to cut the paper half of that diameter. So if I wanted these to be 16 inches, these are 8 inches wide. And then I'm going to cut these strips 8 times longer than that. So they need to be 64 inches. Since it's 8 inches wide, it needs to be 64 inches long. So I needed to cut 3 strips of this particular wrapping paper. Some wrapping paper is taller, some is shorter. So you're just going to need to measure to make sure it's 8 times as long as it is wide. Pleat the pieces of wrapping paper every inch or inch and a half or so, and then connect the sections with tape. Now, if you're making a smaller one, like maybe say a 4-inch, half of the diameter is 4 inches, so it's going to be an 8-inch pinwheel, you're not going to need to join strips together. But if you do have multiple strips, join them together with packing tape. Make sure you hit that crease in. This little white thing here that I'm using is called a bone folder. It's just to give things a nice sharp crease. So once you've joined the pieces together, then join the ends together to make a tube. So it's like one big long tube piece. And then you're going to lay it flat on the table, and bam, it is a rosette. Just make sure that all the folds are right. You know, check your creases, crease anything that needs extra creases. And then on the back, tape a little piece of twine, and you can hang that on the wall. The final project is Starburst little like these gold little star things. So you're going to cut bamboo skewers. I cut these to 6 inches in length, which is about half of what they are, and I'm just using a wire cutter. You can use scissors if you want. And then you're going to poke all of those into some foam balls and just kind of do it random until it looks full enough to you. Once those are all done, you're going to hit it with some spray paint and let that dry, and then you can hang those from the ceiling with some fishing line and push pins. So I hope you enjoyed this super fun, easy party decor. This cost me $0 to make because I just used stuff that I already had in my house. So let me know in the comments if you guys use these ideas, and if you think this video is helpful. I would love it if you shared it with your friends. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!